Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if it's your first time. In today's video, I've got a massive box, and yeah, in typical Tangzu style, we've got an enormous box. Don't get me started. Look, I guess it's a good thing if you like to keep your boxes, especially if you like to display them on a bookshelf or something. I mean, the artwork is awesome, but it is a huge box. I digress. In today's video, I'm reviewing the Tangzu Nezha. I hope I pronounced that close to right. Nezha IEM. It's crazy. It's got 7 drivers, it's got 6 balanced armatures, and 1 piezoelectric in each side. Let's get it. What's cracking, audio fans? It's David here from Prime Audio Reviews. Yes, a bit of a lengthy intro that time. So that's the outside of the box. I've talked about that already. Let me show you what you get inside. Now, the exterior box is enormous, and also the inner case is pretty enormous too. And there it is. So not exactly portable, well, not pocket size. It's still portable. But it is a very nice case, lovely case in fact, and inside you get a good variety of ear tips, and there is a plug. We'll talk about that in a moment. So let's just put the case aside now. We'll bring in the IEMs because I just want to show you. You might have seen photos already, but if you haven't, how beautiful are they? So nice. So the price of the Nezha is $399. So we're hovering around that mid-tier, I might call it. It's definitely not really still an entry level at that price. So 6 balanced armatures, 1 piezo driver per side. Now obviously the shells look amazing, they're fantastic, and these faceplates, by the way, they are hand layered with those aluminium flakes. And they've got those gold-plated aluminium symbols in there as well. So in terms of aesthetics, at least, these are absolutely beautiful. Build quality is fabulous. They feel and look great. And in terms of comfort, they are also very, very good. So unreal. Just love them. Let's move on to the cable just briefly, momentarily. And there it is there. It looks a little bit generic, but it is a very high quality cable. It's lovely, in fact, and it is modular too. It comes with a 3.5mm termination and a 4.4mm balanced termination, and it's just that, you know, what's becoming quite familiar, just a 4-pin connector system there, which slides on and off like that. So it's a really nice cable, worthy of a IEM in this price range. Right, let's get into the important stuff, namely the sound, and we'll throw up the graph here and have a look at that. So nice balanced sound signature. There is a bit of sub-bass roll-off that you can see. Let's talk about the bass now. Nezha's lows have got a mid-bass focus and a rolled-off sub-bass. Now that should be no surprise, the rolled-off sub-bass, that is, because it is an all-BA, well, all-BA plus 1 piezo configuration, and we know that in general, balanced armature drivers don't really do big sub-bass all that well, but the mid-bass has got a nice tone and a lovely texture, and it has a surprising level of impact. Seriously, if you were just listening to the mid-bass, you could be led to believe that it was a dynamic driver. It does have that level of sort of punch and impact. It's somewhat forward, and it contributes to a warmer overall signature. Now, as I just said, it's axiomatic that a balanced armature sub-bass isn't going to produce an authoritative rumble, but the Sonyan balanced armatures in this unit have a pretty good crack at it. Nezha's bass has got a lovely tone, nice definition, but its subdued sub-bass impact, it's going to leave bass heads yearning for more. So if you're a bass head, you're really into your sub-bass, you won't be satisfied here. But however, those who favor precision and subtlety will admire what the Nezha's bass can deliver. Then in terms of the mid-range, we've got very nice silky vocals, and that's due partly to the attenuated upper treble response. Likewise, percussion attacks are not the sharpest, but that does lead to smoother transients. In some sense, the mid-range lacks a little bit of bite, but on the other hand, it makes the Nezha more forgiving and more musical in the mids as well. One thing I'll say about the mids is that the timbre is very natural and organic. There isn't the same kind of pinna gain that we often see in contemporary chi-fi IEMs, yet the clarity is still there. There's no shoutiness in the upper mids, at least for me, and the mids are still vibrant and resonant. Moving on to the treble now, which is fairly linear. It brings enough energy for tonal balance, but it stays inoffensive and it's non-fatiguing. It is a warmer kind of treble with slightly rounded, diffuse notes, yet it's still fairly detailed. Furthermore, it's reasonably precise and it's an agile treble as well. Though it only has a modest amount of airiness and sparkle, it does have a nice soft sort of warm tone to it, and like I said, the details are still there intact. And to talk more about the soundstage and technicalities, the Nezha, it actually performs quite strongly in a technical sense, which isn't all that surprising, I guess, considering the driver setup, but it's got good soundstage dimensions, it's got good layering, and the quality of the soundstage doesn't necessarily come from being really expansive or airy or having a nice crisp precise treble. Really, the quality of the soundstage comes from the above average instrument separation and a really black background, and the overall resolution of the Nezha is very, very good. And that brings me to my conclusion, kind of. I've still got a few things to say, but look, it's a beautiful IEM physically. It sounds amazing. The resolution is very good. Instrument separation, the timbre, the tone, overall sound signature is really pleasing. It's kind of mid-centric, but you're still getting a fairly full mid-bass. You're still getting a lovely soft treble with ample detail in it. And then on top of that, any other technicalities that I didn't mention, they're pretty good too, like imaging, placement. So these are good for gaming, although you probably don't want to buy these just for gaming. But if you're a gamer, you can be rest assured that these do a good job there too. So off the top of my head, I can't think of anything really to compare these with right now in this price range. If you do have a request for something around this price that I might happen to have in my possession, I would be happy to give you a little bit of a breakdown on the comparison. But for now, I think I'm just going to wrap it up. Look, the Nezha, Tangzu Nezha, it's a really good IM. I love listening to this. It might be, you know, at this kind of price range, $399, fewer people are going to take the risk and pull the trigger on the buy button. But if you do, I'm pretty sure you will be pleased with what you hear. So that's it. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, Parfam audiophile style. If you would like to support the channel, I have a Patreon link down in the description below. If you are new to the channel and you want to see more content like this in the future, please hit that subscribe button before you go. And until next time, I'll see you later.